Good afternoon and welcome to Colleges Against Cancer's 13th Annual Relay for Life of UC Santa Cruz. My name is Sneha Jariwala and I serve as co-lead for Colleges Against Cancer. I relay for children that battle cancer around the world.
Hello, my name is Isha Sethi and I serve as the other co-lead for Colleges Against Cancer. I relay for my grandma and for everyone else who has been impacted by cancer. We are incredibly excited for today and grateful for all of those who are watching now, as well as those who collaborated on this event. Your presence is greatly appreciated and we hope you have as much fun as this event as we did in creating it. Whether this is your first Relay for Life or your 100th, we applaud you for being here this year and for helping us celebrate more birthdays. As we near the end of this pandemic, we are still continuing to pursue our club's mission as we strive towards fostering a community among those of us who have a relationship with cancer. We are also working towards supporting organizations with our same passion in cancer awareness and prevention. We are excited for this event and for the future to come. As we have been physically distanced, our community and your support has not diminished, and we are extremely grateful for your continuation of that. Throughout this time, the fight against cancer has not stopped. From those in our own communities to loved ones, they have had to face the stark realities of both COVID-19 and cancer. Now, more than ever, it is important to stand in solidarity with them and fundraise for the American Cancer Society, as they've had to face the challenges of COVID-19 and its impact on funding for future cancer research. With over a year being online and this being our second ever virtual relay, we wanted to have a theme that matches our favorite parts of virtual life. This year's virtual Relay for Life theme is CACMan. We hope everyone enjoys taking part in all the fun activities today based on this year's theme, and know that even virtually we can continue to support everyone affected by cancer.
In supporting those faced with cancer, 14 years ago, Colleges Against Cancer began partnering with the American Cancer Society to host Relay for Life of UC Santa Cruz and to make a difference in the community. We are proud to continue that legacy today. In continuation of our mission, today we celebrate and honor and remember those caregivers, cancer survivors, and those who have passed. We will be sharing stories of inspiring guest speakers who are both a part of our community and a part of the American Cancer Society community. The American Cancer Society began Relay for Life 35 years ago in 1985, and every dollar, every volunteer hour since moves us one step closer to a world without cancer. Even through this pandemic, they have adjusted their resources to meet the needs of those with cancer. As they continue to adapt, their mission has stayed the same in providing crucial support to those who need it the most.
This afternoon around 4:30 p.m., we will be honoring every life touched by cancer through our Luminaria ceremony. Luminaria bags are present at every one of our Relay for Life events and are dedicated to loved ones who we may have lost or may currently be fighting, and also those who have overcome. To access one to decorate for your friend or loved one, please visit our website. You can draw the image on the bag through iPhotos, Snapchat, Instagram, and many more apps. This part of the program is emotional and very important to us all. We wish this event reaches the most people, so please feel free to share this feed on all your social media platforms. We encourage you to invite your friends and family for this momentous event.
Once again, if you would like to honor someone during the Luminaria ceremony tonight, please decorate a Luminaria bag template, which can be found on our website and Instagram page. After the Luminaria ceremony, we will have our closing and awards ceremony, so please be sure to join us for the evening to recognize your accomplishments today and come together during this time of solitude.
This event is successful because of all of you who made the commitment to fundraise and watch with us today. No matter why you are here, one thing is clear with every step that you take. You help the American Cancer Society save lives. Every participant and viewer here today should take pride that we are able to be here right now sharing this experience, knowing that you're helping the American Cancer Society fund research and provide care for all types of cancer and further protecting vulnerable populations from COVID-19. Today wouldn't have been possible without our amazing committee. All of our community members in the Zoom call had an essential role that made this event possible. Please welcome the Colleges Against Cancer Committee. Hello, I'm Isha and I'm one of the co-leads.
Hi again, I'm Sneha and I'm the other co-lead.
Hi, my name is Katie and I'm a member of the Finance Committee.
Hi, my name is Jimmy and I'm the Community Outreach Head.
Hi, my name is Shruti and I'm the Media Committee Head.
Hi, my name is Caitlin and I'm part of the Finance Committee.
Hi, my name is Dylan and I'm a member of Activities and Logistics.
Hi, my name is Herkiran and I'm a part of the Media Committee.
Hi, my name is Reina and I'm a part of the Activities and Logistics Committee.
Hi, my name is Yvonne and I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee.
Hi, my name is Vega and I'm part of the Community Outreach Committee.
Hi, my name is Sapna and I am a member of the Community Outreach Committee.
Hi, my name is Doshini and I'm part of the Finance Committee.
Hi, my name is Isaiah and I'm a part of the Finance Committee.
Hi, my name is Malvi and I'm part of the Community Outreach Committee.
Hi, my name is Erin and I'm a part of the Media Committee.
Hi, my name is Keithki and I'm on Activities and Logistics.
Hi, my name is Nico and I'm also part of Activities and Logistics.
Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm also a part of the Activities and Logistics Committee.
If you would like to show your appreciation for all of these amazing committee members and all of the hard work that they've done, please be sure to comment in the YouTube live page and feel free to ask us questions throughout the event. Now we would like to introduce Jimmy Gomez, our chair for the Community Outreach Committee, to introduce our speakers for today.
Hi, my name is Jimmy and I relay because I want to honor loved ones and take action towards life-saving change. We have 3 speakers scheduled for our opening ceremony this afternoon. All of these speakers or individuals have been touched by cancer and are involved in cancer research or activism. Our first speaker today is one of our wonderful committee members, Yvonne Vasquez. She is finishing her first year of graduate school with the Molecular Cell and Developmental Department at UC Santa Cruz. She has done research with the Treehouse Cancer Initiative through the UCSC Genomic Institute for over 4 years and worked with Colleges Against Cancer for over 2 years. We are so incredibly grateful for her dedication and passion in cancer advocacy. She will now share her experience working with Treehouse and why she decided to pursue graduate school.
Hello, my name is Yvonne Vasquez, and I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee of Colleges Against Cancer. I am also a first-year graduate student at UC Santa Cruz with the Molecular Cell and Developmental Biology Department. I'm currently a part of the Vasky Lab and Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative and passionate about working to better understand pediatric cancers and identify better treatment options for children. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about why I decided to pursue a graduate degree in pediatric cancer research and why I'm passionate about cancer awareness. During my senior year of college, I was given an opportunity to work with the Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative and their efforts in pediatric cancer research. This was really one of my first exposures to just how many children are affected by cancer. When I used to think of cancer, I always thought of it as being a disease only affecting adults, and I found it hard to picture a child being affected by cancer. Another misconception I had about pediatric cancers was that they were the same as adult cancers. I soon learned that pediatric cancers are very different from adult cancers, and many are much more difficult to treat. The few treatment options that are available are often toxic in children and can lead to long-term effects, and this really highlights the need for more research in pediatric cancers. What the Treehouse team does is look at the DNA and RNA of patients' tumors to better understand how their tumors are behaving and identify potential treatment options. The lab has several clinical partners, including Stanford and UCSF. When these clinicians have a pediatric patient with a cancer that is difficult to treat, unresponsive to treatment, or they've run out of treatment options, the clinicians will send part of the tumor to be sequenced and analyzed by the Treehouse team. During one of my first meetings I attended as a new member of the lab, the team was reviewing a recent patient sample they had received. The patient was a young child whose tumor had been unresponsive to standard of care treatments and really had no other treatment options available or hope for a cure. It was quite a devastating feeling to realize that I was not just hearing the lab members talk about some hypothetical patient, but that we were talking about a real child out there with cancer and no hope for getting better. And yet there was also this awareness of the importance of the lab's work. This was really the first time that I understood what work the lab was doing and how it was impacting patients directly. They were taking these patient cases where these families were being told that there were no more treatment options or that a treatment option was too toxic and would do more harm than good. And they were providing some hope that by looking at that patient from a different perspective, from a genomics perspective, they might be able to shed some light on how the tumor was behaving and identify alternative treatment options that may have not been considered. I remember being in awe of the impact that their work was having on patients and what it meant to provide families with a second hope. As I became more involved in the lab, another impactful moment for me was working on a project studying a rare type of cancer called synovial sarcoma and having the opportunity to speak with a family who had been impacted by this cancer. Their son, Tim Vornkamp, had been diagnosed with synovial sarcoma as a teenager, and during his battle with cancer, he became a cancer activist, spreading awareness and raising money for organizations like Make-A-Wish Foundation, and eventually creating the Live for Others Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to finding a cure for synovial sarcoma and other rare pediatric cancers. After Tim's 6-year battle with synovial sarcoma, he passed away. However, his legacy lived on, and his parents continued to run the Live for Others Foundation and strive to continue Tim's vision of finding a cure for synovial sarcoma. For me, speaking with this family was a really unique experience. Sometimes in research, it is easy to get detached from the impact of your work, but speaking with this family and hearing firsthand what research is needed by the very patients affected by this cancer left me with the motivation to be the person to advocate for them and do the research that they needed. Overall, my experience with the Treehouse team has introduced me to some of the most inspiring and strongest people I've ever met and motivated me to continue to search for a cure for pediatric cancer.
Thank you so much, Yvonne, for sharing the exciting research you do with Treehouse. I've personally heard others in CAC that are also involved in Treehouse, and I believe it is truly an inspirational group of speakers fighting for a great cause. Our next guest is
Katrina Learned, also part of the Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative. Katrina has greatly contributed to many aspects of the important research of Treehouse in her role as a data coordinator. Her passion and drive towards cancer research is apparent through all of her contributions and her personal connection to cancer. Her daughter Aurora is a neuroblastoma survivor. Katrina demonstrates incredible compassion as a mother, and Aurora is the inspiration for Treehouse's mission to find a treatment option for every child facing cancer.
Hi, my name is Katrina Learned, and I'm the mother of a pediatric cancer survivor. When my daughter Aurora was only 2 months old, she was diagnosed with intermediate risk neuroblastoma. I remember holding my infant daughter in my arms and being filled with dread and fear. It was one of the scariest days of my life, hearing that my daughter had cancer. Aurora underwent 4 rounds of chemotherapy, 5 blood transfusions, 2 surgeries, and countless scans. When she was 6 months old, she had her second surgery to remove any remaining cancerous tissue that they could. This surgery was a huge success, and Aurora's oncologist let us know that she was cancer-free. Aurora is now 8 years old and in 2nd grade, and she's still cancer-free. Aurora is so lucky, and our family is so grateful that she is living her best life. We know, however, that not everyone is so lucky. Many cancers, especially pediatric cancers, don't have successful treatments, and many of the treatments are extremely toxic. Aurora's battle with cancer has inspired me to get involved in raising money for cancer research. It's also inspired me to work in pediatric cancer research. I now work for Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative, which is a pediatric cancer research group at the UC Santa Cruz Genomics Institute. At Treehouse, we try to find new treatment options for kids with cancer. I'm so passionate about my work at Treehouse and everything that we are hoping and trying to accomplish. My experience as a caretaker and pediatric cancer mom has inspired me to keep advocating and talking about cancer and what is needed for people with cancer. And I hope that it maybe inspires you to get involved too. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here today.
Hi, my name is Aurora, and I had cancer when I was 2 months old. To me, helping kids with cancer is important because I was lucky to survive and be cancer-free. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina and Aurora. We stand with you in your efforts to continue to fight for a day where no child or parent has to face the grim realities of cancer. Thank you, Yvonne and Katrina, for your ongoing work with the Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative and their research for pediatric cancer. You are the reason we relay and have hope for a better future for all children. And thank you to all of our speakers We greatly appreciate the time, effort, and courage it took to share a part of your story.
Next, our student organization, SOMECA advisor, Arlen Mendiola, will say a few words about our work.
Hey everyone, my name is Areli and I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee in Colleges Against Cancer. Our club has an advisor from the SOMECA department of UCSC. Our advisor Arlen has helped us host Relay throughout the years. We wanted to share his responses to some important questions regarding our club. For our first question, Arlen, what have you learned about cancer activism as the advisor for Colleges Against Cancer at UCSC?
Cancer activism is one of the most personal forms of activism there is. The folks who are cancer activists have been deeply impacted by cancer, whether they themselves have lost a loved one to cancer, or that they or folks that they know are survivors of cancer. To be a cancer activist, I tend to think of it as a lifelong commitment. That through Relay for Life, this is just one of the many ways that cancer activists are able to do something about this, to combat it. For the members of Colleges Against Cancer, for you all to be able to continue to adapt to this remote and virtual environment, and to once again host Relay for Life virtually. You are building a strong foundation to your practice of activism, to your practice as a cancer activist. As the members of Colleges Against Cancer graduate from UCSC, I know that each of you will continue to do the work that is needed in order to fight against cancer.
Thanks for sharing, Arlen. Our final question is, what is the most important piece of advice you can share with undergraduate students that want to be cancer activists and leaders in this area?
Like with other forms of activism, there are many different roles to play. And with time, you'll be able to discover what it is that you want to offer to this movement. No one role is small or insignificant. It all matters. I think it's also knowing that you won't be alone in doing this, in being a cancer activist. Here at Relay for Life, we are gathering together as a community. We are all impacted by cancer in many different ways, but we're also united here today. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to stop here. We are stronger together, where we will become more imaginative, creative, and resourceful. So whether you're ready right now or in the future, know that you have a community here for you.
Thank you so much, Arlen, for your continuing support and guidance for our Colleges Against Cancer Club and other organizations. Your support truly has gone beyond this event into the way we carry ourselves as student leaders. Much appreciation and gratitude to the amazing work you have done inside and outside of our organization. Next, we have Molly Hafer, a fourth-year undergraduate here at UC Santa Cruz. Molly is also a co-director of UC Santa Cruz's Camp Kesem chapter, a student-run organization dedicated to supporting children through and beyond a parent's cancer.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for participating in the UCSC Colleges Against Cancer Relay for Life 2021. My name is Molly Hafer, and I am the daughter of a cancer survivor. Now, back in 2014, I was facing quite an eventful year. My family just bought a new house. I got a new little brother, his name is Seth, and I was looking forward to starting my sophomore year of high school. But the biggest change came on an inconspicuous afternoon in mid-August. Now, 2 weeks after having my little brother, my mom still had to go to the hospital now and again for some other medical issues she was facing. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when my aunt, who's a medical professional living halfway across the country, flew all the way to San Diego for a visit, I thought something was up, but still tried to shove things in the back of my mind. It was then at some seemingly random doctor's checkup that I was going to that I was informed my mom had stage 5 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Now, in that one moment, my entire world came crashing down. I ceased being a carefree teenager and I became someone who had the very real possibility of losing her mother. Now, every teenage problem I had suddenly became insignificant. As much as I tried to focus on schoolwork and friends, my thoughts were quickly derailed by the idea of losing my mom and what that would mean for my family. I became someone unrecognizable that year because I pride myself on being talkative and positive and just an overall social creature. But with every person hovering around me, interrogating me on how my mom was doing, I began to retreat and become irritable and closed off because it became very clear that no one in my life actually knew what I was going through. I felt like I was only seen as the girl whose mom had cancer, and every time I left my house, I was reminded by society that at any moment I could lose my mom. Every time I tried to tell my story, I was met with, "Oh, I'm sure she'll get better," or people simply changing the subject. I had nothing to relate to my peers about. While they were talking about their weekend plans, I knew my weekend would be spent visiting my mom in the hospital because I didn't want to waste any opportunities to see her in case, one of them was my last. While my friends talked about what they watched on TV last night, I knew I couldn't tell them I was crying myself to sleep to the sound of my mother vomiting from her chemo treatment. It's a truly painful and isolating feeling to realize no one around you understands what you're going through. And also not wanting to burden them with stories about how hard your life was becoming. But what was harder than losing my social outlet at school was losing my outlet at home. I always told my mom everything, no matter how small or silly. I would give her the instant play-by-play of my entire day, and we would joke around and just light up the room with our smiles. But seeing her sick and weak on the couch, taking care of my little brother and trying to take care of herself, I thought the last thing she wanted to hear was how hard it was for me to see her go through this. I didn't want to make this harder, so I would just help out where I could and spend my nights letting my fear and anxiety rattle around in my head. I didn't want to be the negative one, the one walking under dark clouds when my family was trying to find any scrap of sunlight. I had to stay positive, no matter how painful the smiles were, no matter how hard this whole experience was becoming. Now, it wasn't until the following summer when I attended UC San Diego's Camp Kesem, a summer camp for the children of cancer patients, that I realized I wasn't actually alone in this and I didn't have to face this by myself. Well, that week of camp gave me the strength and optimism to see the end of my mom's journey with cancer. I still live with the memory of what my mom's cancer turned me into for that chapter of my life. I also understand that I'm not alone in the struggle to maintain one's sense of self and community when faced with cancer, as it is truly a chaotic force that blows through your life without even looking back. But the analogy I use to consider cancer in my life is much less like a hurricane and more like a shadow that has taken many forms throughout my life. When it first appeared, it existed in all the ways we traditionally think of shadows. It was a darker version of myself, clinging to my ankles with every step I took. And what's unique about this shadow is that it always loomed right behind me, day or night, sunny or cloudy. It really didn't matter where I was, it was always there. And it followed me into every room, no matter where I walked, weighing me down and staying with me so I could never forget it was in my life. Then, as my mother initially went into remission, the shadow was detached, but still following from a distance, not letting me forget that my family just survived such a traumatic time. Now the shadow still exists, but it's on the periphery of my mind, appearing now and again out of the corner of my eye to remind me that it may return someday. Because cancer is so sudden and chaotic that even when you're told it's gone, you become guarded and fearful that it'll reappear at any moment. The shadow also reminds me that while my story had a happy ending, many others have lost their loved ones to cancer, and at many points in our journey, my family's story almost ended the same way as well. I'd like to thank you all for being here today, for donating your time and resources to an org that is working to create less stories like mine. While I can't change what happened to me, I can breathe easier knowing there are communities working to find cures, supporting patients, and making sure no one goes through cancer is going through it alone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Molly, for sharing your story with us. I really like how you portrayed cancer to be like a shadow, and I think many cancer patients and caregivers can really relate to your story. Next, Sapna will be speaking on the impact of the American Cancer Society and why we relay to fundraise for this organization.
Hi, my name is Sapna, and I relay for my uncle who is currently in remission, and for those who are not out of remission yet. Through the efforts of those who are researching cancer, the possibility and hope of removing all cancer and tumors becomes higher each and every day. The American Cancer Society is a nationwide, community-based voluntary health organization dedicated to eliminating cancer as a major health problem. They do this by preventing cancer, saving lives, and diminishing suffering from cancer through research, education, advocacy, and service. Relay for Life is one of the largest contributors to the American Cancer Society's success. The funds come full circle as the American Cancer Society even supports research on our incredible campus. Last year, our fundraising goal was $3,000 and we raised $4,600. This year, we have decided to set our goal at $5,000. We hope that through the day and with your help, we can reach that goal. Every dollar goes towards helping those in need. And right now, we have raised $2,300. So keep up the good work.
Hi, my name is Reina, and I relay for my grandpa. Like so many other cancer patients and caregivers during this time, my grandpa and grandma have had to adapt their lives to fit around COVID-19 and cancer treatments, and adapt to the waves of differing symptoms that have arisen. So I applaud and I admire all of those who have continued in their fight during this time. Caregivers, cancer patients, and survivors, you amaze me in your continuation, however that may look for you. Today we relay because we stand with you. During a pandemic or no pandemic, it is our mission as Colleges Against Cancer to show our continued support, even from a distance. That we are here as a community to come together to encourage each other and advocate for the organizations that have some of the largest impact. Right now, the American Cancer Society needs our support more than ever. Due to the challenges that came with COVID-19, the American Cancer Society has experienced a debilitating funding shortage that has threatened their capacity to invest in crucial cancer research. We thank you for watching this event and donating to support the American Cancer Society.
Our usual opening ceremony commences with an activity where we all write on a strip of paper the reason why we are all here today. We then loop the pieces of paper together and create a chain. We save this chain and add to it every year. We would like to continue this tradition this year, even though we're so far apart. Please take a moment now and type in the chat or comment the reason why you relay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Areli, and I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee, and I'm happy to be part of Colleges Against Cancer. I really, because I have a passion for helping and doing so in my community, makes me happy. Thank you to all of those who wrote their reason in the chat. All of the reasons you wrote for being here signifies for what connects us here today and as a community. For now, although our chain is invisible and physically distant, it still binds us together and the reasons why we have Relay for Life. The mission of the American Cancer Society and Colleges Against Cancer is right here. You are what keeps the mission alive. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Hello, it's Nico again, and I relay because I believe there isn't enough funding in cancer research. As we plan this event throughout the school year, we presented at the SOPA funding meetings to request sponsorship of the costs of today's events. We would like to acknowledge the SOPA body for supporting us during this difficult time.
Before we finish our opening ceremony, we would like to kindly remind everyone that this is a space where everyone is to be respected. Virtual or in person, we are intolerant to any type of offensive language and/or behavior conducted. To avoid this, we have in place the proper precautions, including extra moderators on standby, ready to handle any situation quickly and efficiently. Thank you.
Now, to really kick off the event, we'll do a fundraiser check. Throughout the day, we will check the amount fundraised and offer incentives for you to donate. At the beginning of the event, we had $2,380.18. And right now we have $2,396.28. Every time we reach our goal, committee has committed to complete various tasks. For every $50 we raise, everyone will do 5 jumping jacks. For every $75, we will all do 5 sit-ups. For every $100, we will do 5 squats. For every $200, we'll all do 5 push-ups. And for over $200, we will post baby pictures of the committee on our Instagram. Because we've raised $16 since the event started, we aren't going to do a task right now, but we're really close to raising $50, and that's when we'll do 5 jumping jacks. Thank you all for your donations, and we'll check back up on our total in a bit.
We will have a variety of activities throughout the day that involve prizes. If you win one of the activities, please email us at collegesagainstcancerucsc@gmail.com to claim your prize.
Our first activity to kick off Relay for Life will be Kahoot. Kahoot is an interactive quiz game where the people who respond the fastest and get the most correct answers win. This year, our Kahoot is about our video game theme and our Relay for Life facts. To participate, go to kahoot.it and enter the code shown on the following screen. We will wait a few minutes to make sure everyone who wants to participate in the Kahoot is able to join. During the game, there will be about a 5-second delay between your phone and the screen, which is just a perk of hosting an online event. Make sure you have the YouTube live stream by checking to see if the dot near the pause button is red. If it's gray, then click on the live button or refresh your page. The first place winner will receive a $10 Amazon gift card. You must be a UCSC student to win the gift card, but anyone can play. Yeah, so I think it was better to make the questions longer because I think once everyone answers anyway, it will like automatically cut. Thank you everyone for playing. Congrats to Victoria, Tiana, and Mira. We're going to take a 10-minute break, so we'll see you soon.
Welcome back. Next, we are lucky to have the sorority Kappa Kappa Gamma joining us today to make smoothies.
Hi, I'm Ashton.
And I'm Rebecca, and we're in Kappa Kappa Gamma.
And today we're going to be making pina colada protein smoothies.
First, we'll start with 1 can of coconut milk.
And then we'll add 1 whole banana.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I'm going to be showing you what to put in your smoothie. And you're going to want to take 2/3 cup of pineapple, preferably frozen, and then you can just put that right in your blender, all of it. So you can see I put the whole thing in. And then next, what you're going to want to take is 1 spoonful or 1 scoop of your preferred protein powder. So I have mine right here, and you can see I have about a scoop, and then you just put that right in your blender.
I'm Molly, and the next part you're going to do is put 1/3 a cup of mango into your smoothie. After you blend, the finished product should look something like this. Cheers. Enjoy with friends.
Thank you to Kappa Kappa Gamma for creating that video. We hope you all can make some amazing smoothies at home now. Next, and throughout this event, we will be having our first ever Walking with CAC segment. Our committee members will be sharing why they relay and what motivates them to be in CAC.
Hi everyone, my name is Ketki Parande. I'm part of Colleges Against Cancer at UC Santa Cruz, and I am relaying this year because I want to be able to help make a difference.
Hi guys, Sapna here. I am going to go ahead and begin my walk for Relay for Life and kind of take you guys along with me. And Relay for Life is an amazing event that unites communities across the world to celebrate people and to finish the fight against cancer for once. And I think that this is an amazing cause, and I want to show my support. And I'm just going to go ahead and walk around my neighborhood. Right now I'm in my backyard because I need to talk to my plants because I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to take you guys on a little tour of my garden, and then we'll go ahead and walk around the block. So this is my little garden right now. Alright, so now I finished talking to my plants, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and walk around the block of my neighborhood, exploring, because I really haven't done this in so long, so it's kind of nice to get out. And yeah, take you along with me. So update, been walking for a little bit, and I forgot why our neighborhood is called Palmia, and it's because we have these gorgeous palm trees everywhere, and it's so green and lush, and I'm so thankful to be in California and in this neighborhood and area where I'm able to just walk and see all this greenery. It's gorgeous. Colleges of Cancer definitely grew on me as an organization, and working towards this kind of huge event, Relay for Life, was incredibly fulfilling, and it brought me and my teammates so much closer than I thought I would have ever been with them in the past year. And I'm just so thankful that we have this opportunity to be able to connect with each other and kind of build and be each other's support group. And this is just one of the many reasons why I love Relay for Life and for CAC. Just because you have an opportunity to build these relationships and these connections. Also getting a little winded here, so please excuse my breathing. I honestly haven't walked in so long, so I'm a little bit scared now, but when I go back to campus and have to walk up and down those hills, so
And I just wanted to mention that I am super thankful for being part of Colleges Against Cancer at UC Santa Cruz, and for everyone who decided to join us at Relay for Life and who are a part of the Colleges Against Cancer team. It's been an amazing journey this past year, and I cannot wait for more in the future. So again, thank you everyone for joining us, and have a great day.
Wow, that was a beautiful walk. Next, everyone is definitely in for a treat with our CAC Man Bake Off. In this video, we will see real footage of bakers racing to create amazing pancake art. First, our judges and cooks will introduce themselves.
Welcome to the first Colleges Against Cancer Bake Off. Today we will be viewing contestants making their best attempt at pancakes. Here is our judges.
Hi, my name is Reina Antia. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm a part of the activities and logistics team for Colleges Against Cancer.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee in Colleges Against Cancer, and we're the judges for the CACMAN Bake Off.
Yes, and our first contestant will be Katie Barnes. She is our former co-lead, and she has amazing leadership skills, but today we will test her to see if those amazing leadership skills transfer to amazing baking skills. So, welcoming Katie.
Hello, my name is Katie and my pronouns are she, hers. I am a member of the Finance Committee in Colleges Against Cancer, and I'm so excited to be here. Today, I will hopefully be making some CACMAN pancakes. If you know me, you're probably thinking to yourself, is this a good idea? And trust me, I've thought the same thing, but practice makes perfect, right? And I have been perfecting my pancake recipe all over quarantine, so I hope that these come out how I am expecting. Let's get started.
The first step is to combine our dry ingredients. We have 2 cups of flour. We've got 1/4 cup of sugar. And we will need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and we will need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And we'll need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Now we can stir these ingredients very lightly so we don't push down the flour. And just so it's still fluffy. Once that looks like it's all combined, what we'll do is we'll make a well in the center. The dry ingredients here, and this is where we'll add our melted butter, which is about 1/4 cup. It was melted and now it's slightly cooled. I'm gonna pour that in the center there. I'm going to crack our egg there in the center as well. And I'm going to add a splash of vanilla. Maybe a little one because
vanilla is great. And I always like to add a little bit of cinnamon to my pancakes because it makes them taste good. So I'll just add a little dash there. Realizing I forgot the milk. We need a quarter, a 1 cup, 1 3/4 cup. There we go. All right, there we go. That was 1 cup, and then we add some more. I have almond milk here, because that's how we do it in this house. All right, back to mixing. So now that I finished stirring and cleaned up my space, I'm gonna start sectioning out my batter into these cups so I can color them. So now I've made a yellow batter for our Pac-Man and a bluish purple for our ghost to represent both the ghost and Pac-Man and also Kek. I have my pan heating up over here, and of course the best way and only way to make pancakes is when you fry them in butter. So let's get cooking. Final plate reveal. Hello again. It's 2 hours later and I finally finished all of my pancakes. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how they turned out. I wasn't sure how it was going to go without any stencil or just kind of using a plastic knife to outline them. But I think they turned out really cute, and of course they're delicious. So I'm really happy about that. And I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of Relay. Bye.
Katie, that was amazing. I really loved the way you cut, the Pac-Man with the knife. And also, I love the eyes at the end of each ghost and the Pac-Man. I think that was really creative and I loved it. I loved it.
Yes, same here. I don't know how you made it look so nice with just like the knife, and you said no stencils, which I can't believe, but I think you did an amazing job, Katie. Thank you, Katie. And now we will be having Keki and Keki is a transfer student that just joined Colleges Against Cancer and works with the activities and logistics team. She has been phenomenal and she's helped us out so much with her ideas and everything that she has to bring. So let's see what she has to bring to this bake-off.
Hi, my name is Keki Barande. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am part of UC Santa Cruz Colleges Against Cancer.
I'm Om Barande, he and him, and we are cooking.
And I decided to do the bake-off because it just seemed really fun.
I was roped against my own will. We're going to be designing Kirby because he doesn't have a lot of colors and he's pretty simple.
Hopefully it won't be so bad. Our strategy to make Kirby is we're going to make the pancake batter and split it up into a bunch of different colors and just have it in like different bags and then try to pipe it on or something onto the pan. And we'll see how it goes.
We don't have much experience making pancakes. We both don't like to cook. We just eat.
I make pasta a lot, but that's all I make.
That's about it.
I occasionally...
No.
Yeah, okay, that's all I make. All I know how to make is pasta. So
no pancakes.
Pancakes will be really interesting.
Hi, I'm Om.
Hi, I'm Keki. We just started pancakes. Om's mixing the batter, and I brought us 4 bowls. And what we're gonna do is split the batter into 4 and then color it differently.
We are making Kirby.
Yeah.
So skip this one.
We need a lot of pink.
That's true. There's no color difference between these two, by the way.
I know. There really isn't. Let's make that more red then.
Do we have any more red left over?
No, just kidding. Food coloring doesn't stain the counter.
Yeah.
What is it? Is this granite?
Granite? Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay, Google. Does food coloring stain a granite countertop?
I think it does.
On the website Humper.com, they say food coloring is one of the most noticeable stains on granite.
Let's clean it up. I'm gonna put these in
This
here.
is not going well.
So we're gonna try to do Kirby. Okay, ready?
Go. So start with just a circle.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's not a circle.
You need to make it bigger. Okay.
It's okay. We're gonna have to fill it in anyway, right? Okay. Let me do its arms. Ooh. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. I'm filling it in.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the blue.
Yeah, come in quickly.
Roll this down.
Just be careful, okay? Because it comes out super fast.
Yeah. It's
What?
around the paper. Okay, move.
Wait, I gotta fill this
Oh,
in.
you're filling it in and I'm going on top?
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
Maybe not. Okay.
No, it's fine. Go with the black.
Okay, quickly. Just be careful. It comes out so fast. Why does eyes look like that?
It's the bottom half of the eyes. Then you complete the circle, the oval.
Oh.
You see?
Right. Yes, I see. Okay.
Hurry, because it's gonna start melting into
I
the
have to
tube.
cut this. Hold up.
Oh my gosh.
But actually.
Well, you have to grab it, otherwise it's not gonna do it.
Oh shoot.
Otherwise that's gonna happen.
No, I got it.
Okay, go. Just using half of it. Let me get the red, dark red for the feet too. It's not. Actually, you know.
Wait, oh my god, Mom, this is falling out. This is so bad. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm doing the feet.
Okay, I have no choice but to wash my hands. I feel bad.
Ah, that's clogged.
What?
I almost touched it. Okay. This isn't looking terrible.
Okay, it's not bad. Wait, let me take
Your hands get stained?
Your hands? Probably. I think I'm more worried about the countertop.
Then my hand?
Your hand won't be stained like forever.
My hand cannot heal.
Okay, let's let this cook. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit.
So this is what it's looking like. Does Kirby have a smile? He does, right? Should we just leave it? Oh, no, don't use that, don't use that. That one's too messy. It's too messy, it's just gonna come out and make a... Careful. Get ready to... That's good enough, put your hand under. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, nice, good job.
Okay, that's not bad, right?
I mean, Adam is ready to flip.
It's bubbling. Is it good?
Yeah, it's ready to flip.
Do you want to try?
No,
Yeah.
but it's probably better for me. Let me try. Do it carefully.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, I don't think it's ready yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's ready. This is all squishing.
So low.
Sorry. Ooh, very nice. Not bad, not bad.
It's done. Yes, it is. Yes,
Flip,
it
flip,
is.
flip.
Yes, it is.
Don't let it break. Wait, exactly the same. I didn't think it was gonna be brown. Okay, wait. I think we can't let it cook on the side for too long, or the colors will just
We'll cook
turn
it for like
brown.
2 minutes and then flip it.
Okay, what should we put it? Okay, we just waited like less than a minute, but we're gonna take it off. So
Uh-oh.
flip, flip.
The part of it got stuck.
Oh no! Let's show the camera. Wait, it's honestly not so bad, but it definitely looked better before we flipped it. The other side was just brown. There's nothing to even show.
Let's show it.
Okay. Careful, careful, careful.
Oh.
Wait. So boring. Okay, we're gonna try another one. Oops.
Let's make like a circle. And then circle down that circle.
Pause this for now while we think.
Okay, our Kirby one is done, but we're gonna try making the Among Us character and the pet. Oh, shoot. And the pet.
Like something like this. An Among Us character. Pretty good. Is that the big one or the small one?
That's the big one.
Okay. And then are we doing pink on it?
Yeah, we can do pink for the eye or something.
Yeah, okay. I'll get the pink.
It's not very straight.
It's okay. I think that looks good. Wait, do you want to add longer legs here? Because this is just a smaller version of that, right?
Yeah, that's
What?
What?
Just use up all the frosting
No, it's fine.
or
There's
whatever.
like literally nothing left. I'll make this guy bigger.
No. Just make his legs better. The other guy.
Wait.
Okay. Fair.
I think I popped the bag a bit.
Cool. I'm gonna try doing his eye thing.
You know what it looks like, right?
Kind of. It looks like a mask, like a
Like
face.
goes off to one side also.
Yeah.
Like continued off. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh my god! Stop doing it more!
I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay. Okay, how do I remedy this?
Let me draw.
Wait, I got it. Oh, I think. What?
I'll just put blue over the pink.
Okay. Smart.
Oh god, look at all that.
Uh-oh. The pink is dripping off. What about the green? Should we give him like a little hat? You know how some other characters
Yeah,
have?
sure. Here, I'll do it.
Okay, you do it. Trust you more.
I trust you.
What kind of hat?
Just like a top hat.
Okay.
I don't think there's enough. Uh-oh.
That's good. Wait, connect the bottom right corner of the hat more. If there's any.
I think it's going on my hands.
That's good. I think leave it. Okay. Nice.
So weird.
Look how bad the eyes look. Oh, we're still filming, by the way. Okay, good. That's awesome.
Oh no.
Don't burn it.
Too late.
Okay, well now we know. We know from the last one not to let this cook so long. So
I think it's done.
I mean, I guess. Oh yeah, look, the green actually turned black for this one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's okay. Okay.
Now let's just use the rest to make whatever. Just make a multi.
Wait, make like a star or something.
Let's make a multicolored pancake.
Okay.
A one drop here.
This is our Among Us and the Among Us pet. So something that was challenging during the baking, we were trying to make the correct colors and we wanted black to do part of Kirby's eyes and we couldn't get black. Like we just kept adding a bunch of food coloring more and more and it was just a really dark green. So we knew it was going to look really bad, but.
And we ended up running out of red food coloring, so we couldn't change our pink tone. So a lot of them look similar.
Yeah, we realized that the light pink and the dark pink was just going to look the same, but we were like, okay.
I'm proud of how our pancakes turned out. I think the Kirby turned out really well, and it was definitely better than we thought we could do. But the Among Us ones didn't turn out great.
I agree. I didn't really like the Among Us one so much, but I think the Kirby looked pretty decent. Hopefully it's identifiable as a Kirby. Hopefully, like if someone saw it, they would know it's Kirby, but just a really bad one. But I think it turned out okay considering this is our first time ever doing anything like this. And it was fun to do it.
Thank you so much, Keki and Aman, for submitting your bake-off video. That was really amazing. I love the Kirby. You guys remembered the smile. You guys remembered at the end, so that was great. And also, I've never tasted crispy pancakes before, but they did look really good on the tops.
Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy watching your video. I really love that y'all made Kirby and then like the Among Us characters too. So I feel like that was really creative. And I also love the smile. I think that was really precise. And we were kind of like, oh my gosh, is that smile gonna be, like that? And then yeah, it turned out to be like that. And we were like, wow, that's amazing. Because yeah.
Yes, you guys got it. Thank you so much again. And next we will be having Dylan and Nico, and they are both seniors this year in Colleges Against Cancer, and they have so much technical skill, and let's see if they can apply that to pancakes, because I'm not too sure, but we will see it. We will see it.
What's up? My name's Dylan, and today I'm going to be making Samus Aran from the Metroid series. I'm inspired to make Samus because Metroid Prime 3 was the first game I had on the Wii, and this year's the 35th anniversary of the Metroid series. Yeah, the easiest part of the pancake making process will probably be winning. The hardest part will be nothing. I'm not worried about anything. I'm out here cooking today because my father, Robert R. Pancake, invented the pancake, and I just hope I can make him proud. I would say I'm probably the most experienced cook out here. My father, Mr. Pancake, he'd have me up at 4 a.m. every day cooking pancakes for 100,000 people. Yeah, I'd say my biggest competition in this event is just not Nico, just anybody except for him. I mean, have you seen him?
I've never made a pancake before today. The hardest thing about this contest is going to be losing by far. Dylan's going to be the easiest opponent I've ever faced. My inspiration is Yoshi from Mario Kart. I used to play him all the time. He was my favorite rider back in the day. I've won a lot of races with him, and today's going to be another one that I'm going to win.
Come on, Dylan, I need the green!
Bro, these were not a good idea. We didn't get. Oh, we have spot shoes. Okay. Yeah, I got them out. I think I had. Bro, it keeps getting clogged.
Man, it was going well out there, and then boom! It was like some sort of clog in my nozzle. Ruined my whole thing, but I kept it cool. I don't like to get the spatula involved, but I got it in there. Fixed it up. It's perfect.
Oh, Lord. Try to get that correction.
good. That one's better though. For now. Where's that flip? When the bubble's gone, it's hot. So y'all can start getting I feel like it's just less cooked. Yeah. It's like it was looking pretty good. Don't worry. The other side's gonna be perfect. Yeah, that's how it is in the videos. Alright, I think I'm ready to flip. That's hella stuck. I don't think I'll be able to flip it on. Oh, that's actually really good. Easy money. Oh no! Come on! Get back on the fire. What's Samus's catchphrase? Did you know one? That's bird power. Yoshi said, he's like, whoa! Yoshi! He's like, Yoshi! I think I'm done. Do you have a plate to put this on? Alright. Beautiful. Perfection. Look at that beauty. Samus Aran. Oh man. I'm falling behind. Should be on autos. They call me the Samus Maker. Looks like an egg. Yikes. Did you sabotage my grill? What do you mean? This is on higher than mine. It's tiny. Bro, my pancake's so hot, it's melting the plate. Look at this to focus. I'll get a separate plate. You're on gas. Why is your cooking so slow? It's because it's a tiny little grill. Samus Aran. Oh man. Get that. I'm falling behind.
It's out of focus.
I don't know how to use this camera. They call me the Samus Maker.
I was a little worried after my pancake fell apart there, but after looking over at Dylan's, all my fears washed away. Yeah, after that, best pancake I've ever made. I got this in the bag.
Thank you so much, Nico and Dylan, for your amazing pancake video. I really love your guys' confidence and determination for doing this pancakes. And also Dylan, about your dad waking you up at 4 a.m. every day to make pancakes. I feel like that's a lot of, determination and discipline for a pancake competition.
Dylan and Nico, your pancakes were fantastic. Nico, I loved how it was your first time and you did an amazing job. It was really, really incredible. I would have thought you would have woke up at 4 a.m. too and baked pancakes with your dad for your whole life, but apparently that was not the case, but that is okay because you did a phenomenal job. Okay, bakers, we have reached the end of our bake-off and we are very excited. It was very exciting to see the amazing work that you all came up with. And that is why we have 3 different amazing categories that you guys all won. And the first off is most entertaining goes to Dylan and Nico. Yes, you guys were amazing at just bringing all that you had to the bake-off, and I think everyone really appreciated your video. So super excited about that. And then, Katie, you won the most creative video for the bake-off because your eyes were just so amazing in the way you like you came up with them even with just your knife. You had no stencils or anything, and we thought that was really creative and really really great for you to do. So then the last one is Aman and Keki, and you guys won the award for the most perseverance, because you guys really did have to go through it with the bags and then with the frosting on the food coloring on the table. And we really saw how hard you guys tried. So thank you for that. And so even though all of you won 3 different categories, there can only be 2 Ultimate Bake Off winners of our competition. So we will be having those now after the drum roll. And during this drum roll, we'd like everyone in the live chat to comment who they think will be the 2 best winners, and we will see who that is.
For participating, and congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. You guys really deserved it, especially Aman. I know you were held against your will and you still decided to continue. So thank you so much. You did this for a great cause, and we thank you for all the hard work both of you put in, because we know that baking, or at least I know that baking is not the easiest thing to do. So we applaud you for showing up and for baking, even though you guys don't have that much experience with cooking. So thank you
so much, y'all, for watching our CACMAN Bake Off. This was amazing. Thanks for this great audience we had. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, our other social media, and yeah, to keep participating in our Relay for Life event 2021. And if you would like to participate next year, don't forget to send us an email so we can reach out to you next year. Thank you so much, y'all, and enjoy Relay for Life.
Bye.
Wow, that bake-off was intense. Next, to cool off, we'll be watching the videos you submitted of your cutest pets.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I'm Caitlin's younger sister, and this is our cat, Giselle.
Hi, I'm Shane.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and I'm Caitlin's younger sister, and this is our cat, Giselle.
Hi, I'm Shane, Caitlin's younger brother, and this is Niñas, a little Chihuahua Puto, and this is Nilla. Very happy to see you.
James, he's our other cat.
Hey everyone, my name is Hareli. I'm a cancer activist in Colleges Against Cancer. I'm part of the Activities and Logistics Committee, and this is my dog, Pinky. She hates cameras, but I'll try my best to show her. She's 7 years old, and we adopted her when she was only 2 years old. She's the funniest, she's the smartest, loveliest dog ever, and she's really friendly with a lot of people. I really love Gigi. She is so awesome, and she's actually my first dog. So yeah. Arriba, arriba. Ay, qué bonita. Sentada, sentada. Muy bien, muy bien. Abajo, abajo, acostada. Ay, qué bonita. ¿Ven? Ok. Ahora, patita. No, patita. Ay, qué bonita. She deserves it.
Cancer awareness and early detection screenings are extremely important to the health and well-being of all of us. That's why we made a Kahoot to test your knowledge on cancer-based facts. Please join with this code once you're on kahoot.it and make sure you're watching live. The winner of this game will also win a $10 Amazon gift card. Thanks so much for playing. We'll now have a 10-minute break.
Hi, and welcome back. Next, we have an amazing organization we have previously collaborated with, Latinas Contra Cancer. Early screening is crucial in saving lives. Learn more now from Giselle Gonzalez.
Hi everyone, my name is Giselle Gonzalez Perez and I'm a current first year student at Stanford University. I am currently working with Latinas Contra Cancer through a fellowship, and today I will be sharing tips on cancer screenings. Before I begin, I want to share more information about Latinas Contra Cancer. Latinas Contra Cancer is a nonprofit organization in San Jose established in 2003 to provide cancer education, patient advocacy, and psychosocial support to Latino families facing cancer. Its goal is to provide greater access to high-quality medical care and connect at a national level to Latino support agencies. Let's begin with the importance of cancer screenings. Cancer screenings are really important because the goal of screening tests for cancer is to find it before it causes symptoms. Screening refers to tests and exams used to find a disease in people who don't have any symptoms. Early detection means finding and diagnosing a disease earlier than if you'd wait for symptoms to start. Before I begin with the different age groups and screening types, I would like to mention that all my information comes from cancer.org, which is the American Cancer Society, and that each of these cancer screenings can be done at any age. I'm just going to be giving different information for each age group. Let's begin with age group 21 through 29 / 30 through 39. So, the colon cancer testing. Find out if you are at higher risk than average for colon cancer because of family history, genetic disorders, or other factors. If not, then testing is not needed at this time. If you are at increased risk, talk to a healthcare provider about when you need to start testing and what tests are right for you. Breast cancer testing. All women should know how their breasts normally look and feel and report any changes to a healthcare provider right away. If you are at higher than average risk for breast cancer, talk to a healthcare provider about when you need to start getting mammograms or other screening tests. Finally, cervical cancer testing. No test is needed before age 25. Starting at age 25 through age 65, all people with a cervix should have a primary HPV test done every 5 years. And here we have an image of the 3 different types of colon cancer screenings, as well as a pap smear for the cervical cancer testing. If you're in the age range of 40 to 49, colon cancer testing, all people at average risk should start testing at the age of 45. There are several testing options. And then for breast cancer testing, women ages 40 to 44 should have the choice to start annual breast cancer screening with mammograms if they wish to do so. The pros and cons of screening should be considered when making this decision. Starting at the age 45, women should get mammograms every year. It's important to know if you are at a higher than average risk for breast cancer. If you are, talk to a healthcare provider about when you should start getting mammograms and whether you need to get other tests along with your mammogram. If you're in the age range group of 50 through 64, lung cancer. If you are at the age of 55 to older, talk to a healthcare provider about your smoking history and whether you should get a yearly low-dose CT scan to screen for early lung cancer. Screening may benefit you if you are an active or former smoker. You should discuss the benefits, limitations, and other potential costs of screening with a healthcare provider before testing is done. For breast cancer testing, women ages 50 to 54 should get mammograms every year. Be sure you understand the pros and cons of breast cancer screening. Starting at the age of 55, you should switch to getting mammograms every 2 years, or you can continue to get one once a year. If you're in the age group of 65 or older, it is recommended that colon cancer testing is done up through the age of 75. People aged 76 to 85 should talk with healthcare provider about whether continuing screening is right for them. Most people older than 85 should no longer be screened. For cervical cancer testing, no testing is needed if you've had regular cervical cancer testing with normal results during the previous 10 years. No testing is needed after surgery that removed the cervix as long as it was done for reasons not related to cervical cancer or precancer. People with a history of a serious cervical precancer should continue testing for 25 years after that diagnosis. Prostate cancer testing. Overall health status and not age alone is important when making these decisions about prostate cancer testing. Men who can expect to live at least 10 more years should talk with a healthcare provider about uncertainties, risks, and potential benefits of testing to decide if they want to be tested. And here we have the prostate cancer testing image of where the prostate is located. And finally, I wanted to dive into more of the breast cancer, since we mentioned that one a lot, the screenings, and how you could self-screen at home. So once a month, 2 to 3 days after your menstrual cycle, repeat this process. Examine breast and armpit with your arms raised. Use your finger pads with massage oil or shower gel. Move your fingertips up and down in wedges and in circles. Examine breasts in the mirror for any lumps or skin dumpling, for change in skin color or texture, for nipple deformation, color change, or leaks or of any fluid. And that is the end of this presentation. Thank you so much. I hope this information was very helpful in understanding the importance of screenings, when to get your screenings, and how to do a breast cancer self-screen. Thank you.
Thank you to Latinas Contra Cancer for sharing that crucial information about cancer screening and prevention. Now I will be listening to both Malvi and Vega as they give their walk for this Relay for Life.
Go.
Hey, my name is Malvi and this is Nikki, and we're going to be walking today for my grandmother who passed away from cancer, and for all the survivors and patients who are fighting or have fought cancer. We are also walking for the researchers who are doing a great job at trying to find a cure, and we hope that you'll take this opportunity to maybe walk with us and support the fight against cancer. Come on.
everyone, my name is Vega, my pronouns are she, hers, and I'm a 4th year biology major. I'm currently going on a walk with my mom. We're just walking around the neighborhood of my hometown. I'm walking for CAC because I really support our mission, and that is to raise awareness and fundraise for cancer patients and cancer research. I've been a part of CAC for 2 years now, and it's been one of the best parts of my college experience. Relay for Life is really important to me to honor and remember those in my life affected by cancer. I'm really thankful to everyone in CAC for continuing to hold Relay this year despite the circumstances, and of course to everyone who joined us today. Thank you so much for supporting us.
We hope you all enjoyed the beautiful scenery during those 2 community walks. From our online platforms, we requested from you that you all send in wonderful artwork based on the characters inspired by CACman, and or create a new creation of your own. We will now show you all the submissions that we got from our art showcase. Thank you all for those beautiful submissions.
Yeah, they were really wonderful. Next, our great co-lead Isha will be showing us one of her favorite cookie recipes.
Hi everyone, this is Isha, and for this tutorial I decided to make some Pac-Man themed sugar cookies. So the first thing I did was preheat the oven to 375 degrees. And then for all the ingredients that I needed for these cookies, I used 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of butter, 1/2 cups of white sugar, 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So first I got a small bowl and mixed all of my dry ingredients, so that includes the flour, the baking powder, and the baking soda. And then I mixed everything together. And in a large bowl I put in the sugar, and then I also softened the butter for about 30 seconds. And I added the butter to the sugar, and I mixed everything together. And I did this until it was pretty smooth. And this is the smoothest I got it to be. And then I added in the egg and the vanilla extract. And then I added in all the dry ingredients and I mixed everything together to make the dough. And then I rolled out the dough and used a cup to make little circles. And then I used a knife to make little Pac-Man shapes. And then I put them all on a baking sheet that I put cooking spray on earlier, and I popped them in the oven for about 9 minutes. So this is what they look like. And then I also put yellow icing on them. And while I was doing this, I cut out ghost shapes from the leftover dough and put them in the oven. So this is what they look like. And then I finished icing everything together. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.
Hey everyone! So now we want to connect with our audience by leading a discussion about whatever you want to talk about. First, we'll start out with everyone's favorite quarantine hobby. Mine has definitely been crocheting, and I even taught my mom how to crochet, and I've been working on making beanies and scarves and all things like that. So that's what I've been up to in this past year. Now in the YouTube chat, please type in what you've been up to in the past year, and we'll read them out and try and make some connections. Do any of our committee members want to share what they've been up to? Any quarantine hobbies or anything?
Yeah, I've tried to crochet, but I've just failed at it. So it's been kind of a little sad, but I'm gonna get to it eventually one day. I tried learning like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back to it. But I don't know. I'm gonna restart eventually, and I'll get there eventually. But I know some of our other committee members were struggling on that a bit, and maybe you guys have overcome that in some way. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. Looking at the chat, looks like Sepna says, I've been gardening. Yeah, speaking of gardening, I've been getting into plants a lot. Not really gardening, but I have a bunch of houseplants now, and like I've been taking care of them, and they're not dying like they used to. So that's good.
I went through this period where I bought plants a new plant every single week. So I have about 10 different plants in my room, and that's not counting like the 7 different herbs I have downstairs. And then, because like the seasons changed, little aphids got into it. So I decided to cut all my plants down because I was like, the bugs are eating my plants. And then I realized that I wouldn't be able to eat my plants because I cut them down to a nub. So I'm just trying to revive them now.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. I've got some plants recently, some tomatoes and some basil, and like within one day there were aphids all over the tomato, and I was like, oh no. And yeah, I've learned I'm not great at taking care of plants, other than like succulents. So yeah, similar experience in quarantine for me.
My dad's gotten really into like gardening, and he wanted to create like a whole border in our backyard of like red rocks. And I had no idea, like it was like midterm season for me, so I wasn't really paying attention, and I just went outside to like walk my dog, and there was just a gigantic like mound of red rocks in our driveway. And apparently my dad had ordered like pounds and pounds of rocks from our local like rock store, and they just came over in a truck and just dumped them in our driveway. So we've been like shoveling them and like taking a wheelbarrow and putting them in our backyard and helping my dad kind of make it look better. But I mean, it looks nice now, so hard work pays off when it comes to gardening. It takes time though.
Yeah, definitely. I think Monica Antilla also agrees with that. She said gardening is a beautiful and peaceful way to connect with nature. And I definitely agree. I think it's been like interesting to see how people try to go outside and try to like connect with nature during this time, because we all kind of, we like had our classes online, and
a lot of us worked from home and things like that. So it's been like interesting to see different ways that people still like to go outside and get some sunlight and interact with, what's around us instead of just sitting in our rooms all day, which can be very easily done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like why I kind of got into running, because I needed to get out of the house. And my neighborhood is just like such a nice place to like run. I used to like hate running because I swam like my whole life, so I was like anti-running. But it's actually really nice like to just like be able to get outside.
Definitely. Kirsten said she likes to cook and bake. That's fun. Caitlin, do you all cook together and bake together?
We do. We have a segment going later about us all cooking.
That's exciting.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Claire talked about how she likes journaling. I feel like a lot of people. Sneha, don't you journal? Yeah.
I did, like last year when I
You
had
did. Okay.
But I do need to get back on it, so I will do that soon. Mo said that he likes to watch different TV shows right now. One of the problems I have with that is that there's so many different like streaming services now, so it's hard to like find, like a way to have one that you can like stay on, because your friend will be talking about another and all that kind of stuff. But one thing this past year that I've been doing with one of my friends is it's called Scener, and you basically like can watch a movie like with a friend like together. It's kind of like Netflix party, but that's been a way that I've tried to stay connected with friends this year. Ayush said surfing is fun. I have never surfed, but have any of our committee members surfed? And how was that? No?
Yeah, I used to help out my high school history teacher, and he used to teach like little kids how to surf, and he would take us out after like our history exams to go surf. It was really cool. And it was just super fun because they have like these little mellow waves in Ventura, and you can just like push each other into them, and you have these big boards. So it's super easy to stand up, and I would recommend everybody to try it at least once because it's a workout for sure. And so I really applaud those people out there at like 4 o'clock in the morning out there at the sunrise just surfing.
Yeah. I've always wanted to take the classes that our school offers. I think that's definitely on my bucket list for next year. Looks super.
Yeah, surfing's always daunted me because of the waves. So I've always been trying to get into windsurfing. It's got like the sail on it. That's always looks super fun and super challenging physically because you're just holding onto this thing, trying to control the wind as it's pushing you around. So, but I've never found a place around, at least around Santa Cruz yet. So wherever I go, I'm definitely going to try to pursue that.
Yeah, fun. Melissa says that they have a rock collection. That sounds cool. I've never met anyone with a rock collection.
I also have a rock collection.
No way.
Yeah, I have it on my windowsill or on my desk right here, all my rocks. But I have a collection, like friends give me rocks from like when they go on vacation and stuff, and then I just keep them forever. So I know where like each of my rocks are from, and they're really pretty because they're like marble or just different kinds. So
that's so cool. Oh my, how many rocks do you have?
More than I don't have too many. It's like a little space. It's like less than 15, but more than 10. So I don't know. My desk is filling up with them, but they're really nice. So I like having a rock collection because I just keep them forever. But yeah, does anyone else have a rock collection? I want to know.
I do. I was a huge rock nerd when I was younger. Like super, like I wanted to be a geologist, so like I had all like the crystals, and like I had a little like encyclopedia of rocks. I don't know how many Melissa has, maybe you can share how many you have, but like it can become like an obsession. I have like so many, and I have like a whole bag that I used to collect. I made my family go all the way to Yellowstone because they have like a mountain that's supposed to have obsidian. I really wanted to go there, and I have a little thing of obsidian from there. It's like my pride and joy. But yeah, it's pretty obsessed with them.
Oh my gosh, Rena, your mom says don't forget all the rocks you have back at home.
Yeah, I had to leave some behind. It's pretty sad. I had to like choose my favorite ones to take to college, and it was like a whole thing. But I've had this rock since like the 5th. It's not pretty anymore because I carried it, but I had this one since like the 5th grade. But yeah, that's my rock collection.
That's cool that you like have memories like attached to each rock. Like I think that's really special.
Yeah, especially when friends give them to me, then I'm just like, yeah, I have to keep this forever. So it's really nice.
So cute.
Simlanta said I did, and my dad would always get mad and throw it out. That's funny. But now I've gotten back into crystals because of it. That's super cool. I started collecting crystals too. I have a few of them in my room. I love like all the different meanings behind everything. And yeah.
Also, Kirsten said they collect rocks that are good for skipping. And I love to skip rocks, and my dad knows this too. Like just the satisfaction of actually getting a rock to like skip a couple times is just amazing. Yeah, so we're like really random, but I just like skipping rocks.
I've never been able to. We need to teach you how.
Dude, it's all about like the wrist, like the flick kind of, you know? Yeah. I think my dad mentioned that he's been golfing. I've also picked up golfing with my younger sister. That's been fun. Usually just going to the driving range, but yeah, do any of you golf?
Does mini golf count?
Yes, it does.
Because I've done that.
I used to golf as a kid, but not anymore. I wanted to try it again to see if like some of those skills are still there.
OMG, Katie, we're going golfing together. It's set.
Yes, that would be so fun.
Nice. Harkiran asked, how have your hobbies changed from quarantine 2020 to 2021?
That's a good question because things are definitely a lot more different now.
I think I've started like picking up hobbies that like maybe take up more time. Like I think my quarantine hobby has been like making jewelry out of clay. And it's kind of tedious because I don't have like any of the tools that most people have. Like I don't have any like stencils or anything. So I kind of just do it by hand, which tends to take a while. And like I don't think other like if I wasn't in quarantine, like stuck in home, like I don't think I would have done that again. Like the last time I did that was when I was like in elementary school. I was really into jewelry, so I was able to kind of rediscover it. But yeah, just things that I can like actually sit down and take time to do. I think I've been able to enjoy more.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I guess like I've picked up hobbies that don't include staring at a screen anymore. So I'll be outside or I'll actually go to the bookstore and pick up a book instead of reading on my ebook. And I think that's just super calming because it takes my mind off school versus just staring at the TV when I've been staring at a Zoom screen all day. So it's a different change of pace.
Yeah, same. I've been reading a lot more books, and I used to kind of read on my laptop. Like I would get the ebook from like the library and read on my laptop. But I agree, it's just so tiring to stare at a screen. So I like actually pick up physical copies of books, and it's just really nice to read outside with a cup of coffee.
That kind of brings me back to Nico's like coffee experiments of trying to find the perfect ratio. I'm wondering if you ever got that.
I was just about to say, yeah, about a couple days ago, I found out a new method for brewing, and it's been so nice. It's like each interval that you break it up into pouring the water, you get to like change the sweetness or the bitterness of the coffee. So it's been a lot of fun experimenting with that recently, and just getting all sorts of beans from different places, especially locally, trying to support the local businesses. So that's been a lot of fun and very tasty.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to learn how to make cold brew. You should share your recipe sometime.
It's a rabbit hole. There's so much stuff.
I'll let you do the exploring for me.
I am willing to go down that rabbit hole for a amazing cup of coffee.
It's good to hear.
Thank you, everyone. That was a really good discussion. We're really happy to hear what you all have been doing in the past year and how we've all been able to cope with what's happening in the country and what's happening in the world right now. And we hope you keep up with those hobbies or get new ones, or connect with your friends about what you're all trying to do and how you can do it together and things like that. So I just wanted to mention that part of my personal fundraising promise was to upload a dance fitness video as a bonus for this event. So basically, I was a Zumba instructor at the UCSC gym for a little over a year, and this is about a year ago. So I really enjoyed using dance as a means of fitness. And so one of my fundraising promises to my friends and family was that if I raised $200, I would upload a dance fitness video to the website, and you all could follow along and do that yourselves. So if you go to our website under the Day of Resources page, you can check out my dance fitness video. So thanks for donating. Shout out to my friends and family. Hope you enjoy the video.
Alrighty. So next we have charades, and these are a series of videos provided by our various committee members. Please type your guesses in as fast as you can in the YouTube chat, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you everyone for participating in charades. The person who answered the fastest with the most correct answers will be contacted and will win a prize. We now have a video from one of our committee members, Caitlin.
Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin. I'm a part of the CAC committee, and this is my housemate Kirsten.
And we're making Pac-Man focaccia bread. Whisk 1 cup of water, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of yeast together in the bowl, and then cover and allow to rest for 5 minutes. Oopsie.
I'm not very good at this. Okay. Oh. So you'll uncover your mixture, and then you're gonna add 1 cup, the remaining 1 cup of warm water, olive oil, a 1/4 of a cup, and then salt, a tablespoon, and then 1 cup of flour. And then you'll be on low for 20 seconds. And then you'll add 3.5 more cups of flour, and then you'll just do that for 2 minutes.
Knead for 3 to 4 minutes, and if the dough feels too sticky, add 1 tablespoon of flour at a time. It should be soft, but it shouldn't stick to your hands. Then add a little bit of oil to the bowl and cover and let it rest for 2 hours. Once the dough has doubled in size, punch it down to release any air bubbles. Then place it on an oiled baking tray and stretch it to fit the pan. Is that good? Stretch it. Yeah. Like this. Ooh.
It's not really. It's okay. Okay.
Ooh. And then put it in the fridge to rest for another hour. After the dough has rested for an hour in the fridge, dimple the surface with your fingers. And then pour a mixture of olive oil and the seasonings of your choice over the dough. We used oregano, rosemary, and basil.
And then you'll decorate with toppings of your choice. In this case, we're making a Pac-Man because for relay theme and everything.
And then after decorating, we're just gonna salt the top. And then we're gonna put this in the oven at 450 for 20 to 25 minutes. And then we're gonna pull that out of the oven. Ooh, it looks great. And then that is our final product.
It is now time for our last fundraiser check before we accumulate our totals for the closing ceremony. Last time we checked in with you all, we had $2,396.28, and now we are at $3,142.60. So because of this, we raised $746.32 in the past 2 hours. We have a lot of exercising to do. First, we will be doing 15 push-ups because we promised to do 5 push-ups for every $200. Then we will also be doing 5 squats for $100 raised. Lastly, one of our donors requested baby pictures of Sneha to be posted on Instagram, so look out for those later. So now our committee members will be doing those 15 push-ups and 5 squats. Okay. Okay, great. Thank you guys. And thank you all for your donations throughout the day. I hope you guys are proud of all that you've done in the fight against cancer. Stay tuned for our closing ceremony to hear the grand total.
Hello and good evening. We will now be starting our Luminaria ceremony. The Luminaria ceremony is an opportunity for us to come together and remember why we're here at Relay for Life. We would like to remind you the importance of this event and your continued kindness and respect in your comments and questions in the chat. During this time, we are grieving, remembering, and reflecting on the impact that this disease has had on us personally and as a community. We find our hope in this reflection and find light in what we can hold on to, whether that be the memories of our loved ones or the messages that they left for us to carry. We also find hope in our community full of love and support. We know that no matter our experiences with cancer, we will all share the hope that we'll one day live in a world where our children and their children will not have to know about the pain and suffering caused by cancer.
Our first speaker of the Luminaria ceremony is Rhea Grover. She will be sharing a poem dedicated to her grandmother.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much, CAC, for having me. This is such an amazing opportunity and I'm really, really grateful and really inspired by all the work you do. My name is Rhea and today I'm just going to be reciting a poem dedicated to my grandmother. And here it goes. Young girl didn't know any better, but to laugh when she saw her bald. To think it was a joke. To think it would grow back. Young girl didn't know any better, but to question why she had to be dragged along. along to the hospital, along to the waiting, along to the I'm sorries. Young girl wanted the old days back. Old days filled with bedtime stories, filled with carom and competitions, filled with laughter, till stomachs hurt. Young girl found out it wasn't temporary, that it was here to stay. It was here to stay till the end. Though she tried to hide it from young girl knew that this time, this visit was different. Their hands were held tighter. Their hug lasted longer. And this time they didn't say goodbye. They simply felt it. Young girl's heart broke when her parents told her of her passing. She felt devastated, helpless, and empty. Before young girl slept, she talked to all the stars hoping to find her. When she saw the brightest star, it was clear. As days passed, she talked to her for hours. Only this time, young girl would tell her stories, and they would laugh until their stomachs hurt. Thank you.
Thank you, Ria, for sharing your poem. It is inspiring to see how you've used your experience in such a beautiful and artistic way. Next, we have Caitlin Consilla. Caitlin is a senior here at UCSC and Colleges Against Cancer member who joined her sophomore year. A great addition to our team, she's also a survivor of leukemia and joined CAC to come to terms with her past battle with cancer and to help fight for others who suffer from the same issues as she did.
Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Cancilla and I am a part of Colleges Against Cancer Committee. This is my 6th Relay for Life overall and my 4th one here at UCSC. This is such an incredible event and I'm very grateful to have been a part of it for all these years. Before I get into my speech, I wanted to make sure to thank all of the people who have helped me participate in Relay and Colleges Against Cancer these past 4 years. I want to thank the co-leads, Sneha and Isha, and their amazing perseverance with our second virtual relay. They have pushed this club to reach its full potential with so many events, even in a pandemic. I'm so proud to know both of you. I also wanted to thank all the past co-leads I've had the pleasure of knowing. You all have made my experience in CAC so amazing. I want to thank my past and present committee members because they are some of the sweetest and most committed people who I've ever met, and I'm so glad I got the chance to work with all of you. They have truly made my experience in Colleges Against Cancer unforgettable. I also wanted to thank my amazing friends who have been a part of Relay since we were freshmen, and they attended almost every single one of the CAC events. They have been so supportive of me these past 4 years. I wanted to thank my family for coming to Relay so many times and being very competitive in all of the games at last year's Relay. I also wanted to thank everyone who tuned into this year's Relay. I love seeing all the people involved through campus or through various connections. When I was thinking of what to say in this speech, I looked back through some of my speeches from previous years here at SC. As a final touch to my many years of Relay, I wanted to combine some of my past speeches as an homage to my time in CAC. Relay for Life is such an important event to me because 10 years ago, when I was 11 years old, I was diagnosed with ALL T-cell leukemia. The first time I participated in Relay for Life, I was in my 2nd year of chemotherapy treatment. I was barely healthy enough to walk the laps, but when the survivor lap came around, one of my friend's mom had me walk with her. I vividly remember walking with all of the survivors, even though I was technically still in treatment, and realizing what an important event it was. That year was the first time I'd ever able to see others who had gotten past the same struggles that I was currently having. The Luminaria bags that year lit up a path I had never seen before. In my sophomore year of college, Relay for Life of 2019, I spoke at the Luminaria ceremony. I stood up with the speakers in the committee, literally shaking from nerves as it was the first time I had ever publicly shared my story. I felt confident though, as I knew I had the whole committee and my fantastic team fellows with me. In the beginning of that speech, I said the word survivor is not a word I use as often as I should, as it was maybe the third time I'd used to describe myself as a survivor. Hearing that now, I'm overcome with emotions and how far I've come since then. Immediately after I finished treatment, I neglected what I went through and just wanted to be normal. Everyone prepares you and your family for the treatment process and what you will feel physically, but what nobody tells you is that it doesn't stop when you're done with treatment. I imagine that their goal was just to keep me alive at that point, but treatment still kicked me in the butt. There were different side effects to every drug I took, but at least I knew they were coming. I thought that I just needed to survive the cancer, and then everything would be back to normal. I was in middle school when I finished chemo and radiation, so I needed to just blend in. Never did I realize that what I just went through would and should have a tremendous impact on me later. Nobody told me that there would be lasting physical and mental health effects to deal with, or the notorious survivor's guilt that dragged me through my day. Before that speech, just 2 years ago, the only time I had used the word survivor was in the context of survivor's guilt. After treatment, I wondered why my life was any more important than the people I went to treatment with that didn't make it. Why wasn't it me instead of Grace, my chemo buddy? I was the only survivor in all of my friends in clinic. I started to meet people who lost loved ones, and I became ashamed of my survival. I felt guilty for not dying. I felt like I was taking the life of their loved one because I was on the fortunate side of the survival statistical curve. At that time, I only had negative associations about being a survivor. For me, it was much easier just to not talk about it and move on, and then people wouldn't know. They wouldn't see their loved ones in me, they wouldn't pity me, and I could be normal. Most of my friends in high school didn't know that I was a survivor because when we moved from Connecticut to California after I finished treatment, and I didn't feel comfortable enough with telling people or having that be part of my identity. I only told a couple of friends about what had happened to me, and even then, I spared most of the details. In my junior year of high school, I finally became fully healthy again. I could run and get back into swimming. I was doing well in school, and it seemed as if I had never had cancer. Then, in AP Bio, when we started talking about cancer, it made me remember everything that I had been through. My AP Bio teacher was a cancer survivor too, and it brought it into the classroom to raise awareness for all. Yeah, for me, it had a different effect. It made me realize what I had been through, and I started to get symptoms of PTSD, and I lost interest in my favorite activities. I had immense survivor's guilt as I remember all of my friends that had passed. My parents noticed my drop in my grades and mood changes, and my oncologist at UCSF suggested that I go to therapy, specific for childhood cancer survivors. Only then did I finally get in touch with what I was feeling, recognizing that I had survivor's guilt, and that it was a normal part of being a survivor. My therapist suggested that I open up and talk to people about it, so in my senior year of high school, I told my friends, and it felt like a huge weight lifted off my shoulder. Yet, it still took me years after to come to terms with the fact that being a survivor is actually positive. I now realize that being a survivor is part of my identity. I had been through so much, and taking that away felt like a huge part of my life was in a gap. After I realized this, I was also able to acknowledge all of the people in my life that had helped me through it. Being a caregiver is such a critical role, and I don't think that many realize what extent caregivers impact you. Having a strong support system like I did helped me through all of the pain. I still feel all of the physical pain, and I'm not going to pretend it hurt any less, but I always knew someone was going to be there at the end of the day to bring me my heating pad when my back stung or hold the ice when my mom gave me my shots. My support system was especially strong in my immediate family. Since my sister was young, I don't think she fully grasped what was happening. But she would write me these little cards every day saying she hoped I got better. So I have hundreds, I mean literally hundreds, of cards with these funny little hand-drawn cats. My mom was at every appointment and asked all the important questions so I didn't have to. The cancer affected my dad and my brother in ways I never realized until later. My brother was by my side silently, but always there. He called the ambulance with my mom screaming at him while I had a seizure. Since he was older, he grasped what was happening and he personally researched all of the side effects and statistics. My dad worked through all the stress of treatment and still came to so many of my appointments and helped me at the end of the day when my mom was tired. He'd bring me back my favorite food and always pick up my favorite pizza when he would come to clinic with me. My grandma sent me care packages of hand-knitted hats so my bald head would stay warm in the Connecticut cold, as she would say. And she called so many times to check in. I am so thankful for my family for being the best caregivers ever. Being a survivor makes me part of who I am. It makes me strong, and it connects me to others in incredible ways. I have grown a new sense of empathy that I wouldn't have otherwise. And now I have met so many other survivors since I've opened up and acknowledged my past. I see similarities and differences in each of our experiences. Cancer impacts patients in different ways. When I came to UCSC, I made a point of telling people about my history when I wanted them to know, and it is the reason I joined Relay for Life here. I am so grateful that I've had the most supportive friends in the world, from my friends in Connecticut to my friends in Pleasanton and now here in Santa Cruz. At Relay in my first year, I was able to participate as a survivor without being overwhelmed by guilt. I got to make a Luminaria bag for Grace, my best friend at the clinic, whom I'd lost years before. I am forever grateful for the American Cancer Society and for CAC for giving me that opportunity. With all these interactions, I realized that I can't live without recognizing and accepting my survival. We are all, in one way or another, survivors in a world with cancer. We are impacted by various degrees, and it connects us in ways that other things can't. We are fighting against something that rips families apart and takes thousands of children decades too early. All of us together are fighting against this horrible disease, but I find that incredibly beautiful and connecting. Thank you for listening and allowing me to share my story.
Thank you, Caitlin, for sharing your experiences. You're such a strong and amazing person. You've contributed so much to CAC, and we truly appreciate everything you've done for this organization. So thank you again. We now have a poem shared by our co-lead, Sneha.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us in our Luminaria ceremony this year. As you know, my name is Sneha and I'm one of the co-leads of Colleges Against Cancer. Today I will share my journey in this club and a poem about my experiences with cancer. So I joined this club in my first year at UCSC. In May, before entering college, I lost my sister to leukemia after her year-long fight. As I was going through my grieving process, I was looking for good friends and a great community to support me as I navigated throughout that difficult time. This club exceeded my expectations. I recently graduated last quarter, and I could proudly say that Colleges Against Cancer is an organization that helped me throughout a difficult time and made me a stronger person and stronger cancer activist. Though some days are worse than others, I can always seek solace from my fellow committee members because we all understand how difficult cancer is. To explain more about my family's cancer journey, my sister was diagnosed during my junior year of high school. It was difficult for me to juggle AP tests, college applications, and everything else that comes with being in high school. I remember the long nights spent in the ICU and how my family would camp out in the waiting room throughout the entire year, something that families in similar situations know all too well. See, the thing is, cancer can change the lives of not just the person diagnosed, but their entire family and circle. It would physically hurt to see how much pain my sister went through. I loved her more than I love myself, and I wish she was here with me right now. I will now share a poem that I wrote for her after she relapsed and in the weeks before and after she passed away. Every year, I try to come up with a better way to explain what happened to me, but I always come back to this poem because I can't find strength to write something else. Dear Priyanka, May 16th, 2017. I'll never know what you're going through, the tragedy that started last May, the countless times it beats at you, yet we always knew you would be okay. Everything will be fine. We'll be home soon. When in reality, I had no clue. We're in this together. You're not alone, when the only one who suffered was you. I sat next to you and watched you play with your arm, the look of innocence and curiosity on your face. This disease is meant to kill and harm and leave a 22-year-old in the wrong place. You should be in college studying hard, but instead you're lying in an ICU bed, physically and emotionally scarred. It's amazing how a little clock can make you forget all the memories we've made over the years. Though to you it's like we just met, I still hold your hand and stifle a tear. We were at checkmate the day you relapsed. The stroke made it as if you were already gone. It felt like my heart had collapsed, but I told you that you'll get better and live on. I fear that one day, maybe in 20 years, I'll look at a photo and reminisce. 6 beautiful people, but one's no longer here. You'll be just a memory, someone to miss. But that won't happen. Sorry for scaring you. We'll both be in college where we belong. Nobody will know what you went through, how you fought your own body for so long. You may not remember me, but I don't care. As long as you're alive, that'll answer my prayer. May 20th, 2017. It's 5:09 p.m. and I've just witnessed the life escape your disease-ridden body. It's 5:09 p.m. and I can no longer hear your heavy breathing. It's 5:09 p.m. and Dad's telling you he's sorry. It's 5:09 p.m. and I'm still holding the hand of your dead body. Now you're nothing but a statistic, a mere addition to the thousands of people who die from cancer. Nobody knows the you that's kind, compassionate, and artistic, just the you that lost the fight to cancer. Mom, Dad, and Ub stay with you while Rhea and I left. We came home and I went to your room. Last week I waited to wash the sheets until you came home so that they'd be clean and warm just like how you like them. But that doesn't matter now. You'll never feel the comfort of being home. I feel cheated and angry at how my precious sister died while the criminals and scum of the earth still roam the streets, untouched by consequences and punishments. The family still sings prayers as if they could bring you back. What kind of God would let innocent young adults and children suffer this much and die? You don't deserve any of this. You were supposed to be there during my graduation. You were supposed to see me walk across the stage just like how I saw you. But now when I look in the crowd, you won't be there. All 6 of us have so much left to do, but now the 5 of us have to live without you. I've always feared being left with stories and nothing more to remember you by. Though every day will pass with more ease, I'll always be left asking why. Why us? Why now? It's hard to ask questions that nobody will answer. I wanted to help but didn't know how, so I promised you I'd dedicate my life to stop cancer. I whispered to you in the moments before you died, I won't let anyone go through what you went through, as I sat, as always, by your side. Nobody values the importance of life until you see one get snatched away. The soul leaves the body to afterlife, and all the thoughts and dreams decay. There's nothing you can do, and oh how you wish you cherished every second you had, because now the clock has stopped. Ben, there'll be a day I've lived longer without you than with you, and a day I don't have new stories to share. But in the 17 years that we knew, we've learned that life just can't be fair. Thank you all for listening. As of 2 days ago, it has been 4 years since my sister has passed away. I'd prefer to say that it doesn't get easier, but it gets less difficult. I'm currently struggling with the fact that I'm turning 22 this July, which is the age that my sister passed away. It's odd to think that I'll soon be older than my sister, and I often struggle with the fact that I have to live longer and experience more than her. My point is that a tragedy like this carries on forever. My family is still healing, as are many other families around the world. I'm thankful for all of you watching and participating in events like these to raise money for cancer patients, families, and research. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sneha, for sharing your experiences. We appreciate what you've shared in this poem and for the past 4 years that you've been contributing to this club.
Next, we have Molly McCabe, a third-year undergraduate student here at UCSC.
Molly is an advocate for cancer awareness and has shown her dedication to help support those affected by cancer in her work with the Treehouse Childhood Cancer Initiative and her role as a volunteer coordinator and counselor with Camp Kesem. Her motivation to help support those impacted by cancer and one day find a cure stems from her personal experiences.
Hi everyone, thank you all for joining us for Colleges Against Cancer's Relay for Life. My name is Molly McCabe and I am a third year at UC Santa Cruz studying molecular and cell developmental biology with the plan of one day curing cancer. I, like many of you I'm sure, know what it means to have someone you love diagnosed with cancer, and I would like to share my story with you. When I was 11, my 3-year-old brother was diagnosed with medulloblastoma after an x-ray showed a golf ball-sized brain tumor in his cerebellum. He underwent brain surgery and months of chemo and radiation. A little under a year later, he was relearning to walk and to talk. Basically, he kicked cancer's butt. When I was 12 years old, my mom was diagnosed with melanoma. After my brother's whole ordeal, my family wasn't really worried. We had already kind of done the cancer thing. I'd like to explain what I mean by the whole cancer thing. My parents called it a cancer sabbatical, but instead of a paid leave, we had to pack up and fly from our home in Alaska to Seattle for my brother's treatment and then to Houston for my mom's. Even without leaving home, I feel that many families know what this sabbatical is like, because when someone you love is diagnosed with cancer, everything that doesn't matter seems to fall away and time moves so slow but so fast. My 12-year-old woes of crushes, middle school, and puberty were replaced with the very adult fears of whens and what ifs. When is the surgery? What if it doesn't go as planned? When do we get to visit mom, and what if it's the last time? My mom died. Margot McCabe, and I like to say her name because it's not said nearly enough anymore, was the kindest, smartest woman I have ever had the chance to know. She did many, many wonderful things in this world, and I love her very, very much. Her death and my story are important to me and who I am. I now do my best not to take anything for granted, but to be frank, her death was just one of the, on average, 9.5 million cancer-related deaths worldwide. In fact, as I tell you my story now, I bet many of you are thinking of your own family members, friends, and neighbors who've gone through something similar. I grieve for and with you for the people that we lost, and my heart goes out to all of those survivors and those still going through cancer. You are hands down the strongest people this world will ever know. Thank you all for listening to my story, and I wish that we were in person so I could hear all of yours. And in fact, if we ever do by chance meet in person, I would absolutely love to hear your story. Cancer sucks. And that's why it's so important to attend these kinds of functions and donate and support, because maybe, just maybe, together we can help find the cure. Thank you again for listening. I'll give you back to the host now.
Molly, for putting into words what so many individuals impacted by cancer experience. We share the same hope for a cure and that one day we may all be able to share our stories in person. Thank you for reminding us to honor the memory and lives of those whom we have lost and those who continue in their battle with cancer.
We appreciate all of our speakers who took the time to share their stories with us. Every relay, we each come here with a purpose and a reason to why we relay. But we leave with so many more. We find hope in our reflections, in the stories of others, and the community that decided to stand with us. You are why we choose to continue to relay, and so we will continue to hope together and dream of a world free from the pain and suffering of cancer.
The American Cancer Society is just one organization that we have hope for, as they continue to strive to make advancements in cancer research and support those affected by cancer. From early detection to emotional support, we see the impact of ACS has contributed in the fight against cancer. They give us hope that no one will ever have to face cancer alone, as they embody so many caring and passionate people.
Tonight, we are the hope we have carried for so long, the light that we have found from our darkest and lowest moments. We carry this hope knowing that we filled our purpose, hope, and inspiration for a day where the suffering from cancer will end. We will soon display the Luminaria bags made by the UCSC community and beyond. When watching, ask yourself, do you see the hope? We will not forget those who have lost their battle to this disease, nor will we forget their story behind each bag. The ones we remember will always light our path. Today, we have hope and a cure that will soon be able to surround ourselves with our loved ones that are immunocompromised with no fear. We miss you, and we hope you know our support has been here from the start. Though we have been socially distanced, we know that our efforts through following CDC guidelines and continuously creating this event online has saved countless lives.
Every Relay for Life, we are dedicated to honoring every life that has been touched by cancer. This year, like the last, we invited everyone participating to decorate a bag to dedicate to a family member or a loved one affected by cancer. These bags contain the names, relationships, and messages to the people we have loved. They represent people, and each name has a story to tell. They are our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, our children, our friends, and our loved ones. The beauty in this ceremony is that though we grieve, we are surrounded by the hope for a cure.
We thank all of those who contributed to our Luminaria bag ceremony during or before this event. This ceremony is for the remembrance and hope that we hold in our hearts. It is the story of a loved one that we wish to continue to embrace with the messages that we chose to write on these bags today. I love you, I remember you, and you are not forgotten are just some of them. We find hope here as we remember the impact of our loved ones, and we remember the impact that we all can make.
Whether the journey each Luminaria represents has finished or continues to move forward, we know the reasons to relay light up all tracks around the world, with survivors, caregivers, and participants alike joining to fight to find a cure.
Everyone who participated today has illuminated our aspirations and dreams of having a day where everyone is cancer-free. Cancer affects everyone, whether it's a family member, friend, or someone in your community. Thank you for showing your support no matter what your experience may be. Please join us in watching an expose of all the touching Luminaria bags that you have all created. Later tonight, we will repost all of our Luminarias on our Instagram story to include the rest of the Luminarias that were sent in after this video was made.
When we started 4 hours ago, we said that we were here together to fight a disease that never stops. Through this event, this committee has continued to build on the foundations of many other cancer caregiver advocates. We've worked hard to get to this point, and we are very proud of that. Today, we listen to those who have experienced cancer firsthand, and we also grew as a community by bonding through compassion, support, and love.
On behalf of everyone here today, I'd like to thank the teams, sponsors, survivors, caregivers, and participants who came together to make this relay event such a success. Without you, cancer wins. With you, we are creating a world free from the pain and suffering caused by cancer. From our journey this year, we have raised a total of $3,629.35 for the American Cancer Society. We had 8 teams participating, 30 total participants, and 243 total viewers. Congratulations to everyone who helped us achieve these numbers and have another successful year.
These funds will go toward programs and services provided by the American Cancer Society. American Cancer Society Hope Lodge hosts nearly 38,000 patients and caregivers in the past year. When home is far away, the Hope Lodge helps house patients and caregivers traveling for treatment, giving them a free place to stay and focus on getting better. The Road to Recovery program helps cancer patients get to treatment and back home again. The American Cancer Society helped more than 15,000 patients get to and from treatment last year.
The American Cancer Society also covers the cost of providing information to those facing cancer. Every day, more than 2,200 people call the American Cancer Society for help and information. This is only a sliver at where your money is going toward. Once again, thank you for making a difference in our community.
These achievements would not be possible without all of the survivors, caregivers, and participants who came together to make this event such a success. Without you, cancer wins, but with you, we save lives. There are some teams and individuals that we would like to acknowledge who have demonstrated extraordinary relay spirit this year, even though we are virtual. So first off, we have most funds raised for an individual. I would like to proudly acknowledge Sneha Jarwala, and our second award goes to most funds raised for a team. Pinky's Pals, led by our own committee members, Sneha Jarwala and Alsha Isha. Congratulations again to these outstanding individuals and teams, but don't forget that knowing that you fought back against cancer and supported those who have been affected by cancer is the greatest reward you can get from Relay. We will be sending out virtual awards to all of those individuals and teams. An additional special thanks to our committee team who has gone above and beyond to make such a difference in our community. The success of this event is in so many ways a reflection of all of your dedication, spirit, passion, and commitment to our fight against cancer. Thank you all.
Now we would like to recognize our senior committee members who have gone above and beyond for our organization throughout their undergraduate years with a nice little video.
Congratulations, you made it. I am so incredibly proud of you, Sneha. It has been such an honor to watch you grow through these last 4 years. I remember our first CAC meeting together in that little classroom in social sciences. I remember we had that same laptop and I thought you were so cool because yours had a pink keyboard. You came in swinging in the club with the best ideas, and wow, even better, you followed through with everything. It was so fun being a co-lead with you last year through the good times and the very stressful times, aka moving Relay online in less than 5 weeks. Your positivity, resilience, and kindness shines through in everything you do, even if it is a task as tedious as reteaching me which papers to read for the Treehouse Lab together. I am so excited for you. I am so proud of you. I love you, and you're going to change the world. Congratulations, Sneha.
Hey Caitlin, congratulations on graduating.
I'm so glad that we met at my first ever CAC committee meeting back when I was a really shy freshman. We met outside the conference rooms above the bookstore right before we went into the meeting, and I was really stressed out about joining this new club, but you had this bright smile and you made me feel so comfortable and excited to be part of this new club. And over the years, I'm just so inspired by your strength and your resilience and your own experiences with cancer, but also your vulnerability in sharing that with us and motivating us to work harder towards this cause. It's been such an honor to serve on this team with you, starting my freshman year, and we'll miss you so much.
Hey Nico, congratulations on graduating. I'm so glad that you learned about Colleges Against Cancer through Joseph, and that you and Dylan and so many of Joseph's friends are so dedicated to the cause of raising funds and raising awareness about cancer. I also love that you're a bioengineering major, and I'm excited to see another bioengineering major in the club. We share so many classes together, which is so exciting. I'm so inspired by all the ideas that you've brought into making Relay this year possible, and I'm sure that generations of committee members are going to learn from and be inspired by your ideas as well. And I'm eager to see all the amazing things that you do following graduation in the field of bioengineering and bioinformatics, and I hope that you'll keep us all updated about all the work that you are doing. As always, we're just so inspired by you, and I'm grateful to have worked alongside you this year in committee.
Hi, Caitlin. Thank you so much for the work that you've done with Colleges Against Cancer. We have definitely appreciated you, and in working with activities and logistics, you always came with such a positive attitude and so much enthusiasm that you really contributed to just the overall welcoming and warm environment that we really pride ourselves on. So thank you for all that you have done, and know that you've really impacted all of us in Colleges Against Cancer, because the way that you would always highlight and emphasize how important family, friends, community is, that is what we embody, and that is what is important to us. So thank you so much again for all the work you've done. It is greatly appreciated, and we wish you the best wherever you go. We know wherever you will go after college, organization's career, that you will continue to help build it and provide the support you have in all of the things that you have set your mind to. Thank you.
Hi, Vega. I don't even know where to start with this speech. This is probably my 15th time recording because I'm going over time. But you are an amazing person. You are so understanding, so thoughtful, so positive, and I'm so happy, as along with everyone else, to call you our friend. I definitely have had my fair shares of post-meeting rantings to you, and you never once kind of ended it short or given me bad advice. You're always sitting there and smiling, just giving a year. And I think that's something I'm going to hold and treasure, because you have always been a really great support and a really great friend in CAC and in Operation Smile. And I cannot wait for the world to see who you are as a person after you graduate, because you deserve it all.
Hi Dylan, I'm so glad I met you in activities and logistics this year, and even though I was new, you made me feel super welcome. You're super easy to talk to and really chill, and you're also really, really funny. And I had a really great time being on this subcommittee with you, and I'm super excited to watch your bake-off videos. Congratulations on graduating.
Congratulations, Simran. You finally made it. I'm so proud of you and all of that you've accomplished. Your love and dedication for CTD is so inspiring, and you've truly left such a legacy. You've always come to CAC meetings with so much positivity and such a bright energy, and we all love you so much for that. You are one of the most creative people I know, and I'm sure that the media committee can confirm. These past 3 years have had their ups and downs, but you have always got through everything with a smile on your face. We're all going to miss you so much. Thank you for being such an amazing CAC committee member and also an amazing friend. Love you.
The Relay for Life program gives us the opportunity to celebrate. We celebrate the cancer survivors in our lives and support them in their fight against this disease. We celebrate caregivers and thank them for everything they do. We celebrate all the accomplishments of the American Cancer Society over the past 34 years. And we celebrate being together at this great Relay for Life event.
The Relay for Life program also gives us time to remember those we have lost. They are never far from our hearts, and it's at relay events that we can come together and remember their lives. We remember them always, and they motivate us to keep going. We gaze at their luminaria and remember the father, mother, sister, brother, son, daughter, husband, wife, or friend, and what they meant to us. Remembering them helps us remember what brings us here.
It is for all the people we've lost, all the people who continue to survive cancer, and all those who still hear those dreaded words, "You have cancer." The Relay movement is how we choose to make a difference against this disease. In the future, you will be able to tell your kids and your grandkids that you played a critical role in the international movement that ended cancer.
It is now time for us to conclude our event. Thank you again for being a part of the American Cancer Society Relay for Life event and fighting back with us against cancer. We appreciate every single one of you for watching our event. You are our friends, family, classmates, and fellow citizens of the world. If enough people like us care for this cause, I know cancer will soon be a thing of the past. Let us continue to fight for those battling cancer by raising awareness and collecting funds. Let us celebrate those who have survived and honor those we've lost. We wish for you and your loved ones to be safe and healthy throughout these uncertain times. We hope to see you all in person next year. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.